Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Southern Gateway Chorus live stream. I would introduce myself as Zach Coleman, but you already know that. Let's introduce a couple people who are a little cooler. Ladies and gentlemen, Up All Night!
Yay! Here we are. Hello. Me, as co-host along with Zach, but the rest of the guys who you may or may not know.
Or remember.
I'm John.
Remember.
I'm Dan.
You never saw Dan, but you may have heard him before. That was Dan who never managed to figure out how to get the video going.
Yeah.
The last time we were on this from a Zoom standpoint.
No, I knew how to do it.
Right, it's just that he's shy.
And then had the greatest roast of all time.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So anyway, yes, we're all here at my house rehearsing. Now, for those of you who may or may not know, we are what is called in the business a long distance quartet, with me being in Kentucky and the other three guys being back east in the New York area, Dan and John on Long Island, and Cecil in New Jersey. Don't hold it against him.
Exit 10.
Yeah, right down there somewhere. He's exit 10.
And Cecil, what's your address real quick?
1 Murphy Way. Which is next to Steal the Electric.
It's okay. Cecil doesn't know Jack. It's okay.
I do know Jack Chitterelli.
You know Jack Chitterelli?
I know Jack Chitterelli.
No
He's
kidding.
a very nice man.
Was he really nice? He's not one of these kind of.
No,
But he didn't
he's
vote
a
for
nice
him.
guy.
No, I
never
did
vote.
not vote.
Cecil did not vote for him. That's okay. We won't get into that. Anyway, so for us to get together to rehearse in 4 parts means either me going back east or these guys coming out this way. So this was the turn for the 3 of them to come out here. And then while we're here, got to pack about 4 weeks worth of rehearsal into a day and a half.
Which we do very well.
So we're about halfway through that. And then tonight we have Brian and Gene Barford
That's
coming
right.
over to kind of pound us into raw meat.
Yeah, well, they're good at that.
Yes.
They're very good at that.
It starts with me.
Yeah. We packed ourselves today, but they're going to pack us more tonight, I think.
Gotcha.
Well, we've worked with them before, which means we've spent all day being afraid.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah. You know what, though? And that's why they're so good. It's because fear is a great motivator.
It is. It absolutely is. So before we get too far into our chat today, everybody watching from home, we have got them until the end of the stream. If you have any questions for this band,
Yes, those
then
guys.
then you go ahead and ask them. We got the chat up live. We're ready to go.
Just say guys and be done with it. You guys, you. So
Sorry. We were talking about things before the show that are secrets, and we're not going to spoil them for when
it's
they
okay.
actually happen. But that just rolled through my head again. I'm sorry.
it's okay.
So
Go ahead.
I said mid-show, but I want to go for it. Do you guys want to sing something for us before we get too far into
Yeah,
anything?
sure. What the heck? We'll throw a ditty out here because what the heck? We're here.
We don't know something, but we could sing another song.
That's valid.
well,
That's the thing. This is kind of I don't know if you guys realize this. This is kind of a monumental moment for this stream. We've never had a live performance on the stream.
And you may never
And you
get
may
one.
Oh, wait, we're almost there. You can classify us as almost.
Almost live.
Almost alive.
Almost alive, yes. It's alive.
There you go. Let's do it official then.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your entertainment pleasure, Up All Night.
Hey, where do we go? Days when the rain came down in the hollow, playing a new game, laughing and running, yeah, skipping and jumping in the misty morning fog with our hearts a-thumping, and you, my brown-eyed girl, Dale, you're my brown-eyed girl. Now whatever happened to Tuesday and so slow, going down old Mike Wheeler, transit radio, standing in the sunlight laughing behind a rainbow's wall, slipping and sliding, yeah, all along the waterfall with you. My brown-eyed girl. We used to sing sha la 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 dee da. Sha la 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 dee da. So I can find my way. Now that I'm all on my own. Saw you just the other day.
My oh my, how you have grown.
Yeah, cast my memory back there, Lord. Sometimes I'm overcome just thinking about it. Making love in the green grass, there behind the stadium. Making love with you, my brown-eyed Dale, you're my brown-eyed girl. We used to sing sha la 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 dee da. Sha la 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 dee da. Everybody, sha la 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 dee da. Sha la 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 dee da. My brown-eyed da 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 da. Brown-eyed girl.
Woo! Hello, night. Oh my God, I love you. Ah, Cecil, you're the best ever. Ah.
You're welcome.
That was great, guys.
Oh, thank you.
Congrats on being the first live musical performance on the SGC live stream.
I feel so much more mature now.
I mean, well, that's good for a seniors quartet. So real quick, we actually had a question come through from one of our more regular viewers, Layla. She says, Leela, I will always get this wrong. I'm so sorry.
Layla, okay. Hey, Layla.
She would like to know which part you each sing. We didn't introduce that originally.
Sure. I'm John. I sing tenor.
I'm Dan, I sing bass.
I'm Joe. I sing baritone.
I'm Cecil. I sing lead and whatever else they tell me to do.
Yeah.
Cecil is the star of the show, obviously, and he knows that too.
Yeah. Okay.
Prima donna.
Who's
That's,
taking up?
is that just how it works then? The one with the least amount of hair is the star? Please?
Not really.
Please?
Could be. I'm trying to figure out. No,
God only made so many perfect heads. He had to cover the rest in hair.
That's what I've been told. Yeah, we've got some people in the chat who are cheering you guys on right now. So
Oh, that's cool.
that was great. I was excited about it. So you guys claim comedy quartet. Is that a pure contest thing, or is that most of the time?
No, we do it. See, as opposed to a lot of comedy quartets who do stuff that's like very inside. We say inside comedy, inside barbershop
Right.
comedy. A lot of the comedy that we do, we think is accessible to regular audiences. So
Or
if we're-
irregular ones.
well, if we're doing
That-
comedy, in a contest, we can also do it on a regular show. I would say probably maybe 40 to 60% of a show, depending on how we set it up, is comedy,
Yeah, probably.
and then the other 40 to 60, depending on how we balance it,
It's
would
bad
be-
comedy.
would be right. Would be worse comedy. Well, people say that a lot of our serious stuff is laughable. So yes.
Dan, I love you, man.
He makes it easy, don't he?
You're just too sharp, dude.
Well, the straight man gets more money.
Yeah,
So
I guess
anyway,
so.
so but in contests we've done a mix. Zach, we've actually done a mix. We've done some serious songs.
Sure.
Comedy works well because we can do it.
Sure. Okay.
Well, look at us.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I
That's like
wasn't
saying-
gonna say that, but okay.
Well, that's normally
You're
in the
kind.
that's normally in the context of, oh, should we buy some more food when they come over? And the answer is, well, look at them.
We'd rather pay them in cash.
It's cheaper. Don't take them out to eat. But that was another great quartet from this district was like that, right? The hot air buffoons.
Buffoons, yeah.
Didn't want to. You'd go broke taking them out for meals.
It reminds me of the well, whatever. But we were talking before this
Yeah.
about some I forgot the word now. Some comedy inspirations.
Oh, comedy inspiration.
Yeah. We were talking about the Smothers Brothers a bit. They're one of the ones
we
that
were.
I fell in love with as a kid and still love.
Well,
Are there
and,
any
you know,
others for you guys?
Well, listen. So when people talk about art and music and everything, and I've had this discussion with people like Jeff Oxley or Brian Beck, and they say, well, our influences are the King Singers or Robert Shaw. My influences are Alan Sherman,
Spike Jones.
Spike Jones, people
Weird
like
Al
that.
Yankovic.
Right, Weird Al in the more current world, but yeah, parody writers and comedians, so that's all kind of my stuff, and so that was always my watching those kind of people, watching people do that stuff. So, how about you guys? They watch me do comedy.
You're my hero.
Thank you,
I mean,
but I knew that.
I'll admit to my favorite comedian growing up, but unfortunately he's lost his sheen, which is Bill Cosby.
Oh, sure.
I grew up listening to, his bits on Noah and his brother Russell
Yep.
and all that stuff. And
There's some great stuff. I
it
did
was
too. I did too.
phenomenal stuff.
The stuff with Hofstra. And
Yeah.
Yeah,
great stuff.
Noah in the Ark was great. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Noah.
mean,
What?
Noah.
Being a football player and looking down and there's a hole in the ground. And, just great stuff. And observational kinds of things.
Sure.
So that's why when we're doing, at least when I'm doing the comedy, I'm just trying to be everyman. I'm just trying to be me
Right.
in the ridiculous position of whatever we're talking.
Whatever you guys are trying to
If
portray
it's
at the moment.
junk
Yeah.
food or
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
And
or
we've given him too much time to think. But Dan, what about you?
He's not funny.
Dan's speaking.
I have to actually go change into my Depends.
That's actually an inside joke because that's the one joke we always give him in every package.
At least 3 times.
What? Wait. Okay. So explain it. What is it?
Well, whatever we get, like we do a line about how we've always been together, even though you're older, an older guy in life. He goes, "How do you feel about that?" And his answer is, "Depends." And we always manage to get the depends joke in at least 3 times in every performance. What was the one was in Knighthood, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
What's that? The lines in there are,
I asked him, did you pee your armor?
"Oh, did you pee your armor?" And he's the king, and he comes out and goes, "Depends." So that's his joke. That's Dan's joke. Dan is the depends line guy.
Okay.
He only gets one, but he delivers it well.
Right. And we always take pains on stage to say that's 2 or that's 3.
Well, I mean, it's like everyone from the stream has been saying the last couple of months, man. You got to find your bag and stick to it.
Well, yeah, we kind of, well, in,
He had a little talk about it.
He's really
that's a little personal,
hasn't had the surgery yet, so
Yeah, but we're still looking.
Just stuff it up there, Andy.
But we're still still looking.
What's it up with a kill?
We haven't found our bed.
So much for your G rating.
I know. No,
That's
we
not
just
even the joke I was going for.
No, we just kind of found that humorous.
Oh God. Whew.
Hey, everybody out there.
Welcome back to the Southern Gateway Chorus live stream. My name is Zach Coleman.
I'm Joe. I'm here.
And this is my final show.
Right.
We just got another question here on the live stream. I believe it's from the Gateway Chorus saying we've been canceled.
Hi, and I'm Joe Hunter, and I'm so sorry.
I think we're being traded for Odell Beckham Jr. I think that's exactly what's going on, folks.
I'm really glad with the tarp under us.
I can see Odell on the Southern Gateway risers very soon.
All we need now is a watermelon and a sledgehammer.
Oh.
So anyway, where were we?
Go ahead, Joe. Any way us out of this. Go ahead. See what you got, bud.
I want to see you get out of this.
Fine, mess you got nothing.
So,
Oh God.
so we are. Let's shift this a little bit.
Go ahead.
To talk about what's going to be happening. What's happening next is what we're preparing for. Besides, first of all, it was exciting last night to be at the Gateway rehearsal and to see the risers pretty full, and
that was fun.
and for people who maybe are listening on here who would like to come out and enjoy a good evening, that we always continue to make that shameless plug. We're all preparing. One of the reasons I think that the risers are getting fuller is because there are things to shoot at, in the sense that there are shows coming up. Gateway's got this whole run of holiday shows.
Yep.
For us, we've got, hopefully, midwinter competition, the seniors contest that hearsay from Gateway won last.
That's
last,
right.
2 years ago. They're the only 2-year seniors champs.
I believe it's 3.
Is it 3
It's
now?
only three?
Three
Yeah.
years.
So
Wow.
I think there have been 2 midwinters that we didn't do.
That's
That is
true.
correct.
That's true.
Yeah.
So it's a 3-year champs. I mean, just imagine having a 3-year reign and still get to do no shows. And that's kind of where they were at.
Right.
So we're hopeful. I mean, this week and this weekend, there are adjudications going on to qualify groups for midwinter.
That's right.
So we submitted a video
Mhm.
a week or 2 ago of actually pretty serious singing stuff.
Really?
And yeah, just stuff that we could quickly put together.
And put out on a video to get.
Yeah, put out a
Judged.
video to get that judged, which I
Get
think is
that.
happening this coming weekend. And if all goes well, we'll compete in January in Pasadena, and that's what we're preparing for. That's
Right
what
on,
we're
man.
getting ready to do, and
'Cause we're old now.
we
I mean, I wasn't gonna say it, but okay.
well, certainly compared to you and your quartet and almost anybody else, we're old, and the
Compared to me, my tenor's old, and I will never let him hear the end of it.
oh, there you go. The interesting thing is, I think most of the I think a lot of the seniors quartets were put together in a lot of cases to compete in the seniors competition.
Sure.
In our case, we just kind of aged in.
Right.
How people age out of like the juniors. We
Right.
aged into the seniors. We've been around for all these years,
hmm
competing in the regular varsity contest.
You aged in a lot sooner than I did, though.
Yes, amazingly, John is much younger than the rest of us, although he looks old. We know that. And
It's the hair thing. Trust me, I know.
They're just jealous of the perfect head. Look the shine.
It's
the shape.
beautiful. It's beautiful.
the perfect head. The two of you talking about heads is very, very Twilight Zone. It's good.
Here's the thing. If we really focus hard enough, can we see the future in it? That's what I want to know.
It's no reflection on you.
I'm so intelligent that the brain rejected the blonde hair. So.
Sure.
You're so intelligent, it rejected all hair.
Yeah, just shifted it to my back.
So, so we wish everybody luck who's competing this weekend. It'll probably be a slightly smaller field of quartets because of COVID and everything else that went on with it, but it's still going to happen. And we're looking forward to getting into an actual competition again and getting on stage. Just because for us, the theory of competition is it's where we can see the most of our friends in one place.
Right.
And
that's the thing. We call it contest, but it is a convention, right?
Yes.
We as quartets and choruses go to compete, but it's the convention where these contests happen. It's definitely a lot more of a social thing than a.
Yes.
Well, for me, it's a lot more of a competitive thing than anything, but that's just me.
Well, it'll be good to go do that. Now there have been a couple of competitions that have happened in the last month.
Yep.
And so far, with very good results. So that's thank goodness for that.
Yep.
That's a good,
Thank God there are people out there who are. All I can think of is hamster. What's the word I want? Guinea pig.
Right.
Guinea pig.
Guinea pigs. Yes. Oh, yeah. Guinea pigs for that.
Hamster. That's where I went.
Well, the other way to put that is those other districts are the canaries in the coal mine.
Yep.
And none of them have keeled over. And
So far, the Canaries live.
Canaries have all fluttered away wonderfully. So it's good.
Wow, the canaries have all lived. That's actually kind of literal.
Exactly. Well, in both cases.
Yeah.
In both ways.
Interesting fact, in the Canary Islands, there are no canaries.
Are you going to talk about the Virgin Islands next?
Joe!
There's no canaries there either.
And that's how straight men work.
Badly.
I quit, dude. I quit comedy. I'm never doing it again.
That's just how.
Oh God.
So welcome to our world. That's how we.
Party time. Excellent.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Now you see how car rides are when you come up with new ideas.
Dude, I should never ever be in the car with you guys. I would suffocate. I would not be able to breathe.
Squirrel.
You'd
We have
have a
always
ball.
said the only difference in us and any other quartet is every quartet comes up with these stupid ideas on the car rides. We just have the stones to do
To
it.
do it, right?
You really have, yeah. It really is true. We
That's
talk about
secret.
we talk about that all the time.
Mhm.
We know that there are groups all over the place that probably sit around late at night
Thinking of the same stupid
picking
stuff.
up this
Yep.
stuff, right?
Yeah,
And then
it was
We can't do that.
It was like 5 or 6 years ago that I said, you know what I want to do? I want to find some intro that everybody knows and do the intro. And then immediately after that, do a barbershop arrangement of Never Gonna Give You Up.
Wow.
And then the Newfangled Four did it.
And then it happened. And then it happened, right?
And it
And they
worked
do it
very
on
well, I
banana.
think.
Well, they got
Yeah.
the whole thing.
Banana
Rickroll.
phone. Right,
Rickroll.
exactly.
Here's kind of the sad part about it. I was actually judging them the first time they did that, and I had to tell the judges on either side what rickrolling was.
Yeah.
And I wasn't even younger, or I mean, I wasn't even older necessarily. I was probably older.
Okay.
I was older than those guys.
But at least he spoke well.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
didn't- no logic came out. It's okay.
And you didn't, no drool.
Rickroll, no drool. Yeah. Today as we were singing, I drooled during one of the. It was great.
We were the baritone. I thought the basses were the ones that drooled.
Well, basses drool if you give them enough bum bums. They drool on their bum bums, and it's
Sounds like a personal problem.
right. We're back there again.
We have come full circle.
Next time we have a show with you guys, it should be pre-recorded.
What? So we can bleep it?
So we can bleep it or just edit it in general.
Edit the whole frickin'
So,
thing.
what do we call this? It's stream of consciousness. right?
Yeah. Literally stream of consciousness.
Stream of consciousness. But again, that's some of the funniest stuff, if you can eventually make it onto paper or onto stage,
Right.
is the stuff that we would laugh the most about that would suddenly occur.
Yep.
You know, In one of the songs that we're looking to do at the Midwinter,
Okay.
we literally were working with Steve Tramack on an arrangement, and we were working on one thing, and all of a sudden Cecil blurted out something else entirely, and we said and we broke down laughing. We were doing a late night TV thing, and we wanted to do the Brady Bunch, the theme from the Brady Bunch, right? And in the middle of the theme from the Brady Bunch, Cecil all of a sudden said, "Ain't no black folk in that show, and we all broke down laughing. But then I said to Steve, Steve, can you arrange "Ain't No Black Folk in That Show" in counterpoint with the Brady Bunch?
And he did.
And he did.
And that's just like Hall of the Mountain King. Like it's a one that exists. That's fantastic.
Right. Right.
See, it's really easy to make a parody if there are no words to the song.
Yes. Yes. Right. Well,
As the Gas House Gang realized like 3 times.
Well, yes. Well, actually, I think Cecil, when he was singing it, was thinking of "Ain't Got Enough of That Sugar Crisp."
Yes,
Yeah. Which is also very similar to.
"Ain't got enough of that sugar crisp, sugar crisp."
And we're back to food again.
Yeah.
Again, full circle.
Well, we did.
That's what
write
happens.
napkin.
We did
We
write
did
it.
write it on a
We
napkin.
wrote it on a napkin. We wrote it on a napkin, and then Steve took it home. And I bugged him for the next week, and he said, "I don't know if I can do this." I said, "Oh, come on, Steve, you're brilliant. You can do it." And he did.
I don't know if I can do. Well, sure.
So, but that's the other thing also is that when you have this kind of thing, we are incredibly fortunate
Sure.
to have people like Steve Tramack, like
Rich Hasty.
the late Rich Hasty, Roger Payne, obviously my good friend, Kevin Keller, Tom Gentry,
Yeah.
who are all so generous in taking a lot of what we do and then making it into an arrangement for us, and that's just a gift, and it's a tremendous gift on their part to us.
Yeah, man.
I think they enjoy it because of this kind of the spark and the creative
Sure.
nonsense.
Well, any creator, not that I'm speaking from experience, but any creator of any kind is begging for inspiration wherever they can find it. So having people who just spark it out of nowhere, yeah, I bet that's pretty awesome.
We will create for food.
Will inspire for food.
Yeah.
So
I have
is that
some-
what your booth at Midwinter's gonna say?
Will inspire for food. I've actually done a couple of paintings back here that I did with that straw.
What?
Well, your last name is Hunter.
Hunter, it's like Hunter, but yeah. So I
Painted by Hunter.
I blew a painting that it should be worth about $500,000.
But what is it worth?
Nothing.
Ah. A plate of chicken wings.
Right.
I think you've completely confused him.
No, it's okay. Yeah, you don't know about the Hunter Biden painting stuff.
Oh.
That was kind of a reference to that.
Working our way around.
I gotta go.
We're also
Gonna
willing to
swerve.
crayon if it makes it easier to understand.
So let's see.
There's no way that YouTube's gonna let this video stay
Well, other than that,
That was our goal.
on.
you're doing great, Dan. It's great.
I don't like. Here's where I am. I don't like those moments when Dan is just like this for like 5 minutes. Because you know the second he looks up, something's going wrong. You know.
That's how volcanoes work.
Just keep your finger on the button just in case.
Yeah, I got it right here. Oh.
So
he is Vesuvius.
So remember, here's the one thing that I'm going to come back to as a somewhat serious point.
Okay.
Remember all the weeks that we've talked to all the judges and everything else, Zach, and even talking about some of the questions you've had from your quarterback standpoint, right? And where a lot of the advice that those judges have given, we're in the very odd position of being on the other end of that whole ball game. In other words, everyone is saying, "Oh, you need to find your vision. You need to know what your bag is. You need to know who and what you're all about, and pay more attention to the story and the message."
Right.
Hey, the technique stuff is okay. It'll take care of itself. In our case, it's the technique
Oh, we're a little
stuff
freezy.
is not
There
okay.
you
Work on the technique.
You
Yeah.
certainly know who you are.
I was going to say that the technique stuff for us, everyone else, it's don't worry about the technique. Find all the art. And for
Mhm.
us, it's you got a lot of art, and please find the technique or find a chord.
Yeah.
Chord.
Well, yeah.
Now and then.
Chords are important. That's true, especially in
Yeah.
something like barbershop.
I can still remember, and this happened not with this quartet, but my first quartet, 4 Under Par. We went into a competition, and back then it was the arrangement category, and it
Right.
was the late, great Walter Latsko, tremendous guy, wonderful guy, did most of the arranging for the Suntones. And his wife, Marge Latsko, was in the Chordettes that did Mr. Sandman, the famous Mr. Sandman thing. That's what that was Walter's arrangement. So Walter
Right
was the arrangement judge, and it was one of our first contests. And we came out to talk to him afterwards, and he said to us, he said, he said, I could have penalized you, I would have penalized you, but you didn't sing the chord well enough.
What?
If you'd have sung the chord
If you'd
well
have
enough to
sung well,
recognize,
I would have had to
penalize it.
penalize you.
Oh, in the arrangement category. Okay.
If you'd have sung it better, I would have had to penalize.
So what did he do instead?
He didn't. He gave us a nice plus score.
You got a higher score because you sang the wrong chord.
Yes.
Okay.
To God.
And
Yes.
his name is Walter.
It was his way of saying that I sort of I get you guys.
I dig what you did.
But also it was his way of saying, why don't you go and
Learn your music.
learn stuff better.
Why don't you this time try it with sheet music?
Right. Or this time try it with chords.
Yes, indeed. Well, on that, guys, we are going to call that. Thank you all so much for being on the show. I love having you around. I laugh far too much when you're here, so don't ever come back.
Yeah, that was good. Hey, let's tease next week's show.
Oh, do that.
We've got a special. That's not that kind of tease.
Stupid show.
Good Toad.
You got to throw them out. Some stick, some don't.
So, if you thought this week was not going to be available
Well
on
said.
YouTube,
Very good.
wait till we have the very shy and retiring Peter Nuschel next week. Baritone and original founding member of the 139th Street Quartet. From my standpoint, maybe one of the most influential barbershop quartets in the last 40 years.
I think a lot of people agree with you.
And one that Ted Danson hates.
Okay.
And he will be on our live, he'll be on the live podcast. And he said to me, he said, will I be able to express myself freely? I said, well, he said, just, keep it upbeat. And,
He
yeah,
said-
it was
and, you,
fine.
and you said, well, we let Dan on the show. And he said, oh, okay, cool.
And then we're fine. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And so now I've got no leg to stand on watching anything.
We're going to show them the recording of this and say, that's your line.
You know how we say very often, we want you to step to the line? No, way behind. Way behind. No, way behind there.
I'll be over here.
Not to you.
But anyway, seriously, really excited to have Peter. He's got such such a wealth of experience, and was one of my real barbershop heroes.
Yep.
Genuine heroes. So
And like with all of our shows, we'll have the chat live. Go on ahead. If you got questions, bring them on in. We will throw everything at him.
you bet.
And the kitchen sink.
That too. And he'll probably have an opinion on that too.
Right.
He'll tell you what's wrong with the kitchen sink and how much better the kitchen sink was 20 years ago.
Doesn't everything include the kitchen sink by definition?
Yeah. Yes.
So that
Look, man, if we're gonna start getting into logic, we need to have a longer show. Seriously.
I thought this show was over a little while ago. Now we're at the kitchen sinks, eh?
there's a show.
Circling the drain, dude.
And of course, talking about our future shows on December 3rd, we will have Tom Shalhoub on the show.
Tom Shalhoub. So
we are
yet-
stoked about
yet
that one as well.
another luminary.
Talking about our stand-up comedian idols.
stand-up comedian guy who also has not only sung with Jimmy Fallon,
Mhm.
but has also sung with Sting in a quartet.
And the Big Apple Chorus.
Well, he's open to the Big Apple, but Sting and Justin Timberlake, he's done quartets with,
Yeah.
with the Ragtime Gals
Yeah.
on Jimmy Fallon.
I mean, there were 5 of them, but that's okay.
Well, you'll get to hear from Tom. Tom is a very unassuming guy.
Sure.
And he said, oh, I'm just a regular barbershopper like the rest of you. Oh, and when Sting came in, so yeah, that's another one. We're very, very excited about having Tom.
Yeah, man, make sure you're all there for that. And of course, we would be remiss to end the show without talking about our annual holiday show.
Holiday show.
It'll be December the 10th and 11th. It's a Friday and Saturday, both at 7 p.m. And Sunday the 12th at 2 p.m. That's right. That's at Landmark Baptist Church. And we have all the information about that on our Facebook page and soon to be updated with a whole bunch more.
Very excited to be out and having a big show.
That's right, man.
Big show. And it's a really nice venue and very accessible for people. So looking forward to seeing you all there.
That's right. We are stoked about it. Well, that's going to be a show for tonight. I feel as though I should ask this, but I feel as though I'm going to regret it.
Yes.
Any final thoughts, guys?
Oh, no.
Frying pan.
No. Our
Does that go in the kitchen sink?
Our final thoughts is how much we love you all and thank you very much.
All right. And on behalf of the Southern Gateway Chorus, I hope y'all have a great week. Take care.
Take it easy.
Bye.
Bye.